This is Aaron Dunn speaking. This is my first official intro. May God bless every one of you. Hello, ladies and gentlefish. This is Aaron Dunn speaking. This is gonna be the long overdue, telephones in the cabin video, which y'all thought I was gone, but nope, I have finally returned with a new video. As you all can see here, this is the telephones in the cabin as of today, which is June 1st 2019. Anyways, let's get started with, of course, the caller ID boxes. The Bell South CI61, which I got from the Rusty Hangar. The Lucent Technologies 425, which I got from the Family Promise Thrift Store of Ouachita. The Radio Shack 250 caller ID system, which I got from the First West. And finally, from the Levy Street Marketplace Flea Market, I have the Radio Shack 433903A CID 3903A. That's it for the caller ID boxes. Moving on to the quarter trimline telephones, including the quarter trimline speakerphone. Please don't let me make this video a mess. The vintage ATT210, which I got from the Goodwill. The ATT Tier 1909 with caller ID, which of course I got from the First West. The Bell Phone's Favorite, which I got from the Goodwill. The Bell South Products 439, which I also got from the Goodwill. This one also I got at the Goodwill. This is the Conair phone. Oh man, this video is already a mess. The Kobe CTP 100, which I also got from the Goodwill. Now the Conair phone CID 402MS with radio and alarm clock, which I also got from the Goodwill. The Conair phone SW205 with transparent color I also got from the Goodwill. Then the Craig CT502 in hot pink, which I got from the First West. Then from my first grandmother, I got the Electro brand HAC 8032. Then from the Goodwill, I got the Emerson EM2131. I believe Jordan has this phone too. Sorry about the air conditioner running. I'll be back in a second. The Emerson EM2517 with caller ID, which I got from the Goodwill. The GE General Electric 25953 G1-B, I think, or is it 25953? Let me go and check. This video is already a mess. It is the 29253 GE1-B, which I got from the Goodwill. Then the GE General Electric 29267 GE2-B with caller ID, which I got from the Goodwill. Then the GE General Electric 29267 GE3-B with caller ID, which I got from the Goodwill as well. Then the GE General Electric 29297 GE3-A with radio and alarm clock, which I got from the Frogs Flea Market. Sheesh, this video's already a mess. This one was the one that Mom gave me, and this is the one that Mom gave me, the Lennox Sound PH543 with caller ID. Well, Nick, my phone video is already a mess. I don't know why. But anyways, this is the Motorola S2634A with scanner. I don't know how this thing works, but if you would please show me how it works, Nick, Jordan, H, and all the others, please let me know. Then the vintage Sears 329-344-21550, which I got from the Levy Street Marketplace Flea Market. Then from the Goodwill, I got the Sony IT-ID20 with caller ID. Then also from the Goodwill, I got the Southwestern Bell FM1000. Then the NNN 1260BK with caller ID, which I got from the Goodwill. Then the Unisonic 6750 I also got from the Goodwill. Whoops. Then from the Walmart, I got the VTech CD1103. And finally, from the First West, I got the VTech CD1113 with caller ID. Now moving on to the corded speakerphones as well as the corded telephones. The ATT993 2-line with caller ID I got from the Goodwill, as well as Nick does. Then the ATT906, which I got from the First West. Then from my first grandmother, I got the Durabrand PH3235. Also from my first grandmother, I got the GE General Electric 29393 GE1-A with caller ID. The Lennox Sound PH312 with, of course, without caller ID, which I got from the Levy Street Marketplace. Flea market. The speakerphone part doesn't work anymore, but the telephone part still does work. Up to this day, this is the Lennox Sound PH319, which I got from Miss Evelyn. Then the Panasonic KX-TS3282W, which of course is with caller ID, and is a 2-line or 4-line. No, it's a 2-line with caller ID with advanced ITS, which came from the Back in Time flea market. Oh, yeah, not to forget to mention the Emerson EM2646 with caller ID, which I got from the Freds. And then the older and newer LCD touch panels with caller IDs, which I got from both the Goodwill and the Freds. Then the automatic electric rotary dial desk, which of course came from my first grandmother. Then the ATT 135, well, ATT Lucid Technologies 135, which I got from the First West. And I believe that was it for the corded speakerphones and corded telephones. Now moving on to the cordless speakerphones and telephones. The VTech CS6919, which I got from the Frogs Flea Market. Then from Mom, I got the VTech CS6919-16. Then the VTech CS6519-2, which of course is the first handset in main base unit right here. As well as the second handset, which I think I got these from the First West, I think. I'll have to check. No, wait a minute, I got these from the Family Promise Thrift Store in Washington. Oh well. The GE General Electric 25839 GE3-B, which of course came from the Goodwill. Then the Yinnen EXI4561, which of course came from the Goodwill. This one came from the Rite Aid, and it is the Yinnen Deck 1363. Then from the Goodwill, it is this Yinnen D1364BK. Then the VTech IA5877's second handset, which is extra, which came from the First West. And then the VTech CS6114, which came from the Goodwill. Now that was it for the cordless speakerphones and cordless telephones. Now for the corded speakerphone answering systems. Well, and corded telephone answering system as well. The ATT1870, which came from the Goodwill. The ATT1856, which came from the Goodwill as well with caller ID. Then the ATT-CO4939, which came from the Rusty Hanger. Then the ATT-CO4940, which came from the Walmart Supercenter. And then finally from the First West, I have the ATT Sinjay SB67118, which I did test out earlier. Now then, moving on from 900 MHz to DEC 6.0 phones of every era with digital answering system. The ATT-E5827, which came from the Miss Evelyn. The ATT-E1813B, which came from the eBay. Then the ATT-E052303's first handset and main base unit. The second handset. And the third and final handset, which all three of these came from the Goodwill. Then the ATT-CO82213, which of course, both of these handsets are still good, and they're charging cradles as well as the base unit. These two came from the Family Promise thrift store of Ouachita. And then the ATT TO92328, first handset and main base unit, and then the second and third handsets, which they all came from A. Deborah, as usual. Then the next one that I have is the Clarity C410, which I got from the Goodwill. Then the GE General Electric 26990 GE1-D, which came from the Goodwill. This one came from my first grandmother, and this is the GE General Electric 25881 EE3-A. This one came from the Amazon, surprisingly, and it is the GE General Electric 25951 EE1-A. Then the GE General Electric 28031 EE3-A or E1-B, which came from the eBay. Oh geez, it's already a mess. Let me start over again. It is the GE General Electric 28031 EE1-B, which came from the eBay. Then the next one here is this GE General Electric 30522 EE3-A, which came from the eBay. Then the Panasonic KX-TG5243, first handset and main base unit. And then the second and third handsets, which they all came from the eBay. Then the Panasonic KX-TG6321S, along with the KX-TGA630S handset, which came from the Rusty Hanger. Then the Panasonic KX-TGA740B, and then the KX handset, and then the KX-TG it is the 7431B, which came from the Goodwill. Sheesh, this video's a mess already. Now for the Panasonic KX-TG6572R, which of course both of these handsets came from the Goodwill. Then from the Amazon I got this Panasonic KX-TGD223N, which came from the Amazon, as I said before. And then the same one that Hunter07 has is this Panasonic KX-TG3760M, which of course I did get from the Walmart Supercenter. Which phone brand shall I go for next? Well, silly me, it is the Uniden brand. This one came from the eBay, and this is the GE or Uniden EXA915. Then the Uniden PowerMax 2.4 GHz digital spread spectrum. This is the Uniden DCT648-3, first handset and main base unit, as well as the second and third handsets. They all came from the First West. But they decided to throw that in for free? Sheesh, that was a comical expression. Anyway, moving onwards. Then the Uniden CXAI 5698 or CEZAI 5698 base unit, which is the corded speakerphone base unit. This one came from the eBay. This one came from the Amazon, but the telephone line was unplugged from it, so very unfortunate for it. Anyways, this is the Uniden DXAI 5680 or EXAI 5680. Then this one, which came from the eBay, this is the GE or Uniden. Sheesh, it's already a mess. It is a Uniden DXAI 8580-2, which came from the eBay, as I mentioned before. Sheesh, Nick, this video's already a mess, if you're still watching this. Then the Uniden CEZAI 2998, which of course I got from the Transformations thrift store, and the AC adapter came from the eBay, surprisingly enough. Then the Uniden D1780-5, which of course came from the eBay as well. And the headset keeps falling right off as I step over it, eh? This is the Uniden D3280-2, which came from the eBay. I need to have the second handset ordered from the eBay as soon as possible. And now finally, for the last phone brand, it is the VTech phone brand. Starting with the VTech 2568, which of course came from the eBay. The VTech IA5854, which will soon become the IA5877, which came from the Amazon. The next one that I have found on the Amazon is the VTech CS5121. This one I gotten from the eBay, and it is the VTech CS6124. Sheesh, Nick, this video's still a mess. But anyways, oh! Hey, please get out of the way. Sorry about that, everyone. It's very cool. Yep, it is a mess, as I said before. Okay, next one I have is the VTech CS6829, which of course A. Deborah gave this one to me as well. And finally, the last one that I did order from the eBay, it is the VTech DS6121. Now then, that was it for 900 MHz to DEC 6.0 phone brands of every era that I have currently. Now let's move on to the remote analog answering systems first. This is the only one I have right now in my collection, and it is the Bell South 1129, which I got from the First West. Now for the digital answering systems. The ATT Lucid Technologies branding 1715, which came from the Goodwill. The AC adapter I got from the house. The ATT 1717, which I got from the eBay. Then the ATT 1719, which came from the eBay. The AC adapter I ordered from the eBay, but this is the ATT 1722, which I got from the Goodwill. When I want this item in particular, this is the older version of the ATT Lucid Technologies branded 1725, which I did one on the eBay. Oops, again, that video part was a mess. I meant to say win instead of one. Then the ATT 1738, which I got from the eBay. Then the ATT 1739 digital. Well, the ATT 1739, which I got from the Goodwill. Oh boy, it's still a mess. And then the ATT 1740, which of course I got from the Walmart Supercenter. And now they have the newer version of this machine. Sheesh. I'm guessing ATT is changing everything up now. The Bell Equipment Sonicore JV500, which I got from the eBay. The AC adapter I also got from the eBay as well. This one I got from the eBay as well, and it is the Bell South 1195. Hey Nick, you can find one of these on eBay if you want. Or I meant to say the eBay. This video's a mess. Now for the unfortunate Casio PhoneMate TA115 I gotta fix, which came from the eBay as well. Then the Casio PhoneMate TA120, which of course comes with speakerphone, I got from the eBay as well. Then the Conair Phone TAD1212 WCSF, which came from the Goodwill. Again from the eBay, it is the Conair Phone TAD1220 WCS. And then from the First West thrift store, I got the Conair Phone Infinity XS2510. The next one that I have is the Emerson EM1250, which I got from the Sweet Repeats. Then the Upside Down GE General Electric 29868, which came from the First West thrift store, but the AC adapter I got from the eBay. Then its counterpart, the GE General Electric 29868 GE1-B, which I got from the Amazon. I have two versions of this somewhere. The other version I have of it somewhere, which of course I bought this answering system first from Miss Evelyn, and then this one I got from the Back in Time Flea Market in Winsboro, which of course is the GE General Electric 29875 GE1-B, which Deanne's son Sam likes this answering system. I just don't know why. Oh, by the way, Hunter07 also had this machine. Then the GE General Electric 2988 GC1-A, which I got from the Goodwill. Oh, yes, forgot this video is already a mess without these telephones. This is the Motorola L705CM base unit, first handset, and finally the rest of the handsets, which came from Sister June Copes. Alright, now back with the Answer Systems of Digital. The Panasonic KX-TM100B, which of course did come from the eBay. The Radio Shack T80-704, with caller ID, which I got from the First West. This one I got from the eBay, and it is the Radio Shack T80-3808. And Lunar Reviews has the T80-3888 hooked up somewhere, I don't know where. And then the Burlington C Sharper Image V2000S1, which I got from the First West thrift store. It was a rare find for me in most cases. Then the Sony TAM100, which I got from the Amazon. And then finally from the eBay, I have the Southwestern Bell FA990, which, of course, did come from the eBay, as I did say before. And I believe that's about it for the digital answering systems. Now for the last things that I'll show today. The first thing that I'm going to show you is the wireless devices. And one of these wireless devices is this one. And it is the Straight Talk Verizon Wireless Z723EL base station, which I am using currently at the moment. And then this one, which of course I believe Nick has the same similar model, but this is the F256VW wireless space station from Verizon Wireless, which of course this one came from a Deborah, while the other one came from the Walmart Supercenter. And then finally, the mechanical bell ringers, which will be this... Oops, this video is already a mess. Anyway, let's go ahead and ring this up. This is the Radio Shack 43175 mechanical bell ringer, which I got from the Habitat for Humanity Restore when it was still in business. And now they closed it down permanently. I don't know why. Anyways, let's ring this one up. And that's it for the telephones in the cabin video. As of today, which is June 1st, 2019, it's been some time ago since I made a telephones in the cabin video. So if you want to leave a like, comment, or subscribe to this channel, you can do so. And after this one, I will change it to the new introduction and outroduction videos. So, that was it for this video. May God bless every one of you as well.
Thank you for watching my videos. May God bless every one of you.